Now, if you really love God in the house, I want you to just grab your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, oh neighbor, I don't know about you, but I was glad when they said unto me, let us go into the house of the Lord. Now look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, ain't you so glad that the devil lied and lost again? Now I came here today to give God glory. Now somebody shake yourself and say, neighbor, give God. Oh, somebody ought to give God glory. Oh, somebody ought to give God glory. 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 Somebody give God glory right now. Right where you are, give God glory. The devil been fighting you all week long, but if you give God glory, everything will be all right. Slap your neighbor high five and say, neighbor, everything is going to be all right. Get out of your seat and go to somebody else and say, It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. You might have lost your job, but it's gonna be alright. Folks made a lie on you, but it's gonna be alright. Your money's strange, but it's gonna be Somebody give a praise. Somebody give a praise. Somebody give a praise. Right there you want to give him glory. Right there you want to lift your hands. Right there you want to give him that glory. I'm making room for my miracle. I'm making room for the glory. I'm making room for my... I got one word for you. The Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew your strength. I ain't got time to open up the word to you, but the Bible says, that word had I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against you. I come to tell you today, the devil want to stop you. I dare you to give God a crazy praise. Psalms 30, Psalms chapter 30, it says, I will extol thee, O Lord, for thou hast lifted me up over my enemies. I want you to know today that there's some enemies that don't want you, that get to destiny, but I dare you to give God praise, but the Bible says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. Joy is coming in your household. Joy is coming in your praise. Joy is coming in your worship. Talk about me if you want, but I got joy. I got joy that I can't help it. I got joy that I can't tell you, because you just don't know. Like you just don't know, like I know what the Lord has done for me. He said, I will extol thee. In other words, extol means to bless. So you got to get out of the formalities. You got to get away with this ideology that when we come to the house of God, that we all going to say that God owes us something. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you go God everything. Yes, Lord. The Bible says that David was caught up in a battle in the book of Psalms. He was in the battle. He had all types of enemies. There's some folks that want your position, man. There's some folks, man, that want you to get out of the way. But the Bible says, no weapon that is formed against you shall shall prosper. You need to grab a neighbor, grab them by the hand, and say, neighbor, today is your day. You're coming out. You're coming out of this. You're coming out of hell. You're coming out of bondage. You're coming out of depression. You're coming out of oppression. Out. 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 I'm coming. Out. I'm coming. Out. Out. I've not seen it. I've not heard. Neither has it entered to the heart of man. Grab somebody. Anybody. And say,